What is going on, everyone? We are here for week 4 of the Global Mazda Fixed Track Guide series. This week we are at Weathertech Raceway by Laguna Seca. Very obviously used circuit in iRacing. It's been around a very long time. It's free content, so plenty of miles do get done around here. It's a great little track actually for showing people how to run it. There's lots of little markers around the track. They do a lot of driver training here, so it's obviously been, it is quite easy to point out some reference points and actually just sort of understand what's required, the way they set the curbs up and stuff to really maximize and use all the circuits. So hopefully this helps you guys. Thank you to everyone that's been following us on this journey with from the beginning series and enjoying our guides. We look forward to continuing to bring you content throughout this season and into 2024. So thanks again, guys. And yeah, let's get into week 4. Alright guys, so now we're going to break down the lap. So as you're coming down over the start finish line, you want to get close to this white line and then let the car track out to the right hand side. You just pass the 4 board, just before the 3 board there is a white line. That white line is a perfect spot to start using as a brake marker to really understand what the car's doing. So because we're going downhill and there's a few little bumps, you have to give yourself a little bit more brake mileage. You could brake deeper, but it's not going to help you get a good exit, if that makes sense. Like, you could get deeper into the corner, but then you're going to actually have to slow the car up more in the middle of the corner, where I'm sort of braking a little bit earlier and then really slowing the car early so then I can actually drive through the corner. So they're the two different styles of driving, really, to sort of take this one. So you can sort of use a little bit of the concrete as well. I don't personally use it. I feel like it can upset the balance when I actually turn the car in at the corner. But you want to sort of come in, like I said, I'm on the track, and then I start to turn the car at the corner quite early. Back to second gear. Clip the apex. Then run to the middle of the circuit, sort of in line with the house, and then turn the car back on the corner. You'll see I grabbed the curb just at the end of the red sausage part in the middle of the corner. This is part of the really good thing about Weathertech Raceway at Laguna Seca, is the way that the track's been built. It's very much like a driver training school, so it actually has lots of great little markers around it. So use all the curb as you come out of here. Still in second, the car's going to push wide, use this little tiny bit of curb here, and then start to diagonal the car towards the 2 board. Still in second, stay in second. Once you get to the 2 board, get close to the curb. Between the 2 and the 1, I brake, but I'm carrying a lot of speed. Still in second through here, so you're carrying second from the turn 1, I guess it's the turn 1 complex to turn 2. I don't know if they call this turn 3. Yes, they do, because they classify the kink on the start-finish line. So get to the 1 board, turn the car at the corner. Same again here, still in second, but you want to make sure you clip that curb just past this red sausage part. So then from that point there, you're sort of in line with the souvenir superstore. You can run the car out, right out to the edge of the road. Under the Firestone, go to 3rd gear. Same again here, it's just a little lift just at the end of the curb. And then by the 1 with the white line, you need to be turning the car in at the corner. So little lift and then turn the car in at the corner, and you want to drive through the corner on the throttle here. So same here, clip the little red thing just at this part, let the car run out. You're sort of in line with the end of the building. The car's going to run right to the edge of the road because you're going to be carrying a lot of mid-corner speed here. Use all the curb, then start to run yourself out, and then put yourself back on the right hand side, going underneath the mother's bridge. You want to brake at the 2, or just between. You can brake just past the white line, but I'm braking just slightly before the 2. Now, you can go 3rd gear or 2nd gear here. I use 2nd just for a little bit of extra rotation, but 3rd does work well once the tyres are up to temp. Then first 2 to 3 laps, you feel like you got a lot of understeer and you really struggle. So 2 board, I turn in at the 1 again. So turn in. I grab 2nd as I clip the apex. So right now, as I'm coming in, grab all the curb, let the car rotate, and then pick the throttle up coming out of the corner. Up to 3rd. Use the track on the right, open it up. Now, this one's hard. So as you're coming up over the crest, right, you're looking for just past the 2 board. I'm actually using the white line in between. So at this point here, I start to turn the car at the corner. And I'm sort of trailing the brake, but it's not really a big brake zone. It's more trying to flow the car speed through here as much as possible. Get nice and close to this red sausage curb. You want to get, you see how the track rolls in slightly. You really need to get right up against this curb to carry a lot of corner speed through here. The car's going to push a lot on the exit. We're going to get right to the edge of the road. Use all the curb going up the hill. In 3rd gear still. As you come up the hill in 3rd, I start to set myself up on the left-hand side, and then once this curb ends, I actually start to diagonal the car across to the 3 board. As soon as I get to that 3 board, nice big brake pressure, back to 2nd gear, turn in just at the end of the blue and white part of the curb, so turning in a little bit earlier here, put 2 tyres over the curb, and then this is the bit of faith. So you want to line up with this tree here. As you come down the hill, you'll see I'm sort of in line with it. So from this point here, I'm able to pick the throttle up. The car's going to push down the hill. I'm going to use all the circuit here, and I'm going to get to half track and then go under the Weathertech sign. Now, as you're coming down, I stay narrow. I've seen a lot of guys go right to the edge of the road. I stay more narrow through here, and by the time I get to this gap in the wall just here, I'm starting to turn the car on the left-hand side, sorry. I'm starting to turn the car at the corner, right? Still carrying throttle, but then once I get to this point just before the curb, I actually lift off the throttle to get the nose in, and I trail the brake slightly. Get the car right up on the curb. Still 3rd gear through here. Use all the exit curb here, and then start to diagonal yourself back towards the left. Turn in just after the 2, so turn in now. So you want to turn in early, get right in that gully, carry the speed through, pick the throttle up again, use all the escape curb here, and then start to diagonal yourself back across to the 1 board. 3rd gear, back to 2nd. You can use 1st here as well. It really just depends on how you're feeling. confidence-wise, and if you need more rotation in the car, they both work much of a muchness. I feel like second's probably a little bit more beneficial on the entry, but if you mess it up, it's a little bit harder on the exit, where first gear, at least you've got that little bit of extra torque to really drive the car out of the corner as well if you do when you overslot on the entry. So one board, and then I sort of continue on this trajectory till the end of the curb. Second gear, turn the car in, use all the curb plus the red bit, rotate the car across, let the car track right out to the edge of the road, 2 tyres over the back of the curb, and then run it down over the start finish line. And there you go, guys. That is your walkthrough track guide of the Mazda at Weathertech Raceway by Laguna Seca for this week's track guide for week 4 of the Global Mazda. Hope this has helped you guys. Good luck for this week's racing, and we will catch you next week for week 5. Thanks, guys.